The moment the female devotee gently lifted the blanket, the young monk's decade-long serenity was completely shattered. That night, he transgressed both the Buddha statue and the moral precepts he had upheld in his heart. From then on, they met frequently, their glances betraying a subtle intimacy even in the presence of the elder monk. One day, as they slept embraced on a boat, the elder monk discovered their forbidden attachment. He did not rage, instead, he threw a rooster onto the boat, pulled out the plug, and let the icy lake water slowly seep in. Startled and desperate, the two begged for mercy. The elder remained silent, banishing the female devotee from the temple. The young monk knelt before the Buddha, tears streaming like rain, and stayed awake the entire night. Eventually, he stole the Buddha statue and left the temple, following the woman he loved. In truth, the master had long seen through everything. He knew that his disciples' worldly desires had never truly subsided. When the young monk was just a mischievous child, he once tied stones to fish while the master was out gathering herbs, taking pleasure in watching them struggle. The master neither scolded nor punished him. That night, he tied identical stones onto the boy himself, letting him personally feel the weight and suffocation. Only after the boy wept and removed the stones from the fish did he truly understand. Never impose pain on others that you cannot bear yourself. Yet good intentions are easily lost, and evil is hard to purge. Years later, the master read in the newspaper that his disciple had killed his wife and was fleeing. Silently, the master mended the young monk's robes. Soon, the young monk returned to the temple, his eyes now cold and violent, no longer the pure youth of before. The master said nothing, merely instructing him to retrieve the Buddha statue he had once stolen. Beneath it lay a blood-stained dagger. In that moment, the young monk's memories shattered. He rushed out, stabbing the dagger into the ground in a frenzy. The master simply watched, saying not a word. The next day, the young monk returned to the temple, sealing his 7 orifices with talisman paper in an attempt at atonement through self-suffocation. The master discovered him in time and struck his back with a whip, bringing him back to clarity. Then, he instructed the disciple to use the murderous dagger to carve sutras into the ground. Soon, the police arrived, guns drawn, surrounding the temple. The master calmly stood in front, saying they should wait until the sutras were completed. Gunshots echoed across the lake. The young monk's mind was in turmoil. The master picked up a stone and cast it effortlessly, striking the target. Finally, the young monk understood his master's intention. Calmly, he began to carve. That night, the police watched silently as he worked tirelessly, their respect growing. They even lit candles to illuminate the final lines. Once the sutras were complete, the young monk bowed to his master and surrendered peacefully. The police did not handcuff him. They quietly let him board the boat. In that moment, he rediscovered the Buddha heart he had long lost. The boat drifted slowly away, the master smiling and waving from the shore. But when the disciple's figure vanished into the distance, the boat inexplicably returned on its own. That night, the elder monk boarded it, piling firewood and removing the plug. Closing his eyes, he sealed his 6 senses, letting them turn to ash in the flames. Thus, a venerable monk attained final nirvana, leaving behind only a small snake coiled quietly by the stone inscribed with sutras. Years later, the disciple was released from prison. He returned to the snow-covered temple on the lake, now in ruins, with only the small snake curl beside the old monk's robes. He lit a white candle and, beneath the ice, found his master's relics. Using the frozen ice, he carved a Buddha statue, placing the relics in its heart. Whenever he meditated and chanted sutras, the small snake remained quietly by his side, as if his master's spirit still watched over him. Yet, amidst this quiet, soft footsteps suddenly echoed outside the temple. A masked female devotee silently entered.